Continue to update the breaking news. Panic breaks out at the Fort Lauderdale International Airport when a gunman opens fire. WJZ is live with extensive coverage of the airport shooting. Kenneth Craig reports for WJZ with the latest on this developing situation. Devin Bartolotta with the terrifying moments for witnesses. Avajoy Burnett at BWI Thurgood Marshall here in Baltimore with the increased security in the wake of this. And looking live now at the airport in Fort Lauderdale, a big group of people on the tarmac as the investigation into the shooting continues. Here's Kenneth Craig with the very latest.
Stop firing these deputies downstairs.
Police scrambled to the scene after shots were fired at Florida's Fort Lauderdale Airport. Airplanes were evacuated, leaving crowds huddled on the tarmac, clutching their belongings.
We have a subject with gunshots in the head.
The incident occurred at baggage claim in Terminal 2, which includes Delta and Air Canada. Florida Senator Bill Nelson was briefed in Washington.
It happened in the area where people bunch up in the baggage claim area.
The suspect is in custody and has been identified as Esteban Santiago Ruiz. A Broward County official says he arrived with a gun checked in his bag, went into the bathroom to load it, then started shooting.
When we apprehended him, the subject was arrested without incident.
Eyewitness Mark Lea saw the gunman open fire.
He was not targeting anyone. He was just randomly shooting. He was like walking through the woods, and he was just picking off things like target practice.
About an hour later, passengers were streaming back inside when another panic broke out from a different direction. People ran across the tarmac from the airport garage after reports of more gunfire. Groups took shelter behind cars while police searched the garage roof. In the meantime, the entire airport was closed to traffic. Kenneth Craig, WJZ Eyewitness News.
And CBS News just obtained a picture of the suspect, Esteban Santiago, who was carrying a military ID. And a new twist just moments ago, a Canadian embassy spokesperson says Santiago has no connection to Canada and did not fly in from that country, as had been previously reported.
Our complete coverage continues. Devin Bartolotta is live in our newsroom with reaction from witnesses. Devin?
Jessica, witnesses describe absolute terror inside the Fort Lauderdale International Airport this afternoon. The airport is still evacuated at this hour as investigators begin the search into why this all happened. Authorities believe 26-year-old Esteban Santiago Ruiz flew into the airport with a gun in his checked bag. Then, at baggage claim, he loaded the gun and walked calmly down the carousel, shooting at random. Witnesses say he did not say a word and even stopped to reload. Here's what terrified witnesses had to say about what happened.
Down here, and so everybody assumed up there they were safe, and then bam, 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 and everybody just started running for the doors.
The first gunshots that we heard, it was over the phone, and we were on the bus coming to the airport. And then once we got to the airport and we went inside, to check in, while we were at the door, we heard gunshots again, and everyone started running towards us, trying to get out. So then we ran out of the building. So there were two incidents where I heard gunshots.
In all, 13 people were shot. 5 of them are dead. The alleged shooter, Esteban Santiago Ruiz, was not hurt and is now in police custody. Earlier reports indicated he flew in from Canada. However, Air Canada is saying they have no record of Santiago or any checked guns on their flights today. This incident not only affected people at the airport, but planes landing in the midst of this chaos. David, a passenger on a Southwest flight from BWI Marshall, spoke to CBS about the situation while waiting on a plane from the tarmac.
Flying in from Baltimore, we landed at about 1:45 and then turned on my cell phone, and everyone else started to get the alerts that there was an active shooter and that unfortunately people were killed.
Can you tell us about the scene on the plane? This is Rudy Bay Shabazi, David. Can you tell us about the scene on the plane? Is there panic going on? I mean, times have changed so much now that everyone can kind of get real-time updates and reports about what's going on the ground as you're still on the plane. I'm curious if the flight crew informed people and if there was panic.
No, not at all. The only thing was, obviously, everybody is trying to be friendly with each other and pass along as much information. And when they said that there was a second shooter, people started to get a little bit nervous because we saw all the people on TV starting to run and panicking on the ground. And obviously, we're probably no more than 50 feet or 100 feet away from those people, and you could see them out of some sides of the plane. So people were a little concerned about that. As in, why are people running? But that's usually a herd mentality. One person starts running, and then 100 people start running because they get nervous. So we're watching the same pictures that you guys are broadcasting right now, and obviously just waiting to get home to our families and, feel horrible about the incident. And it sounds like it was a single shooter who checked a gun in his luggage, and we're all shocked by that.
Once again, the airport scene is still very fluid as police and federal agents make sure the scene is safe and secure. That's the latest from the newsroom. Back to you.
Okay, Devin, thank you. Our complete coverage continues now with Avajoy Burnett live at BWI Thurgood Marshall Airport with security and flights there. Avajoy.
Mary, good evening. We are on the lower level here at BWI, and I want to show you what's going on. It's still pretty busy. There are a lot of people going to and fro. Folks are going to the security checkpoints. They're also going to the counters to check in. And I want to let you know, one of the airlines that's most significantly impacted here is Southwest. I want to show you the arrivals board right here. And they have at least 2 cancellations. One right here, flight 1781. It was scheduled to come in at 4:50, but that has been canceled. And there is another one down here that was supposed to be coming in from Fort Lauderdale as well, flight 1927. That was supposed to be coming in at 7:40. That too has been canceled. And it's the same story for the departures. As I look up here, there is at least 2 flights that have been canceled going out of BWI to Fort Lauderdale. Now, we spoke with the Maryland Transportation Authority police a little bit earlier this afternoon. They're actively monitoring this, and they told us that folks who are walking through the airport will see uniformed personnel in public places, so at the check-in counters, at the doors. And we saw officers walking around on the lower level and the upper level as well. You saw marked and unmarked vehicles. One of the officers had a long gun, and there's another with a K9 unit. However, they are telling us that there is no unique threat to BWI, but they're asking passengers if they see something, say something, so that they can get ahead of any potential danger. Reporting live tonight at BWI, Avajoy Burnett, WJZ Eyewitness News.
Avajoy, thank you. And here's what you need to know about the shooting at the Fort Lauderdale International Airport. At least 5 people are dead, 8 people are injured. The suspect is in custody. Police say they believe he had the gun in his checked luggage today, and there is no word yet on a motive. Stay with WJZ for complete coverage of the airport shooting. We will continue to bring you the latest developments on the victims, the suspect, and the investigation.